Hi, I'm Doug Keck. This is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Just had the great pleasure of speaking from Rome with Father Wojciech Giertych, OP, author of The Mystery of Divine Love, a book proudly published by EWTN Publishing, available naturally through our EWTN religious catalog, EWTNRC.com for all things Catholic. It's a very, very interesting book, Father, The Mystery of Divine Love, but one part I wanted to ask you that we didn't get a chance to talk about during the interview, and it's where you talk about the prodigal son and the idea that Jesus is the hidden third brother in the parable. Could you explain that?
Well, the parable of the merciful father
Right.
of the prodigal son, we have the prodigal son who has a sort of a left-wing mentality. He is optimistic, he goes to the world, he spends the money, he has some projects, but then everything crashes. The older brother is a sort of right-wing brother who doesn't have hopes, who is not interested in the world. He's just obedient in law and order. He does his job, he gets paid for his work, you know, and everything sort of functions according to the law. But hidden in the parable, there is the third brother, because St. Paul tells us that Jesus didn't profit from the occasion to be equal with the Father, but humbled himself and took upon himself the role of the slave. And so in the parable, we have the servant about whom the prodigal son dreams when he's feeding the pigs and before he comes back. And it's the servant who welcomes the prodigal son, who washes his feet, who prepares the solemn banquet, which expresses the mercy of the merciful father. And he falls into conflict with the older brother. And so we can read this parable, recognizing within it the hidden presence of Jesus, who gave us the parable. And in some sense, this third brother, in his service towards both of the brothers, he is showing to us the way of the church, the making of the divine love present here and now in the face towards all people, whatever their dispositions and their sort of political orientations or their personal life's history, showing to them the fullness of the mercy of the Father.
Is
And
that
so, in this reading of the parable,
right?
I find this a rich perception.
Right. Let me just ask you overall in the book, what would you say your central message is of this book for somebody who'd want to pick it up?
The central message is that God loves us, and the love of God is more powerful than our own expectations. And we can open up to the love of God and then live it out.
Right. Absolutely.
God is love, and that is the most important message.
Okay. Thank you so much for spending time with us, Father Wojciech Giertych, OP, author of The Mystery of Divine Love, published proudly by EWTN Publishing, available, of course, through our religious catalog. Look for the entire interview on demand and on our YouTube channel, and coming soon on the network. And check out Father's interview with Father Mitch as well on EWTN Live on our on-demand page. I'm Doug Keck. This has been a Bookmark Brief. Thanks for stopping by. We hope to see you next time.